sprinter. What's a 2-up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The new era of Carolina football begins. The Panthers and Falcons underway to begin 2023. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One of the Panthers' big off-season acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Chart the motion man right. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strongest safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Young to throw it. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Young. Throw out wide is incomplete. Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a first down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Young keeps it, moving right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. And it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 18. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. His throw incomplete. So our game here, one of 8 games in total on this opening weekend that is a divisional matchup. And listen, you look at this NFC South, new coach and quarterback on the other sideline for Carolina, new quarterback in New Orleans, new QB in Tampa. All of a sudden, Desmond Ritter, Charles, is the lone established veteran quarterback in the division.
I like how you said established there. I think in the elastic sense of the word, he's the established veteran, but he is the guy that returns to his team from last year and is leading them. This division is going to be wide open.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he sidestepped a 1-man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Man in motion left, Mingo. Second down, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Sanders diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Ritter now on second down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 10, Falcons nothing.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Striker, 3, red, cycle. Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, blue. Strike 2. Drill 3. On the ball.
Following the interception, Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Young for the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to throw now. Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Now Young going to move him around. is Young to throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Come on, 38.
He completes this one to Mingo. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
Young quickly to the flat. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Off the play fake, Young rolling to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And complete to Drake London. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ritter located as running back Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
11 yards on the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Young looks to throw on first down. Open man right side is Shark. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
9 yards. First down, Carolina.
Looking to throw, Young. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Panthers.
1st and 10, Young. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On 2nd down, Young. Adam Thielen. This one into the hands of Thielen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You don't blue. Mega. Smack, red. Green jack. Set.
Ritter to throw it. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Falcons 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
On the double.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack. What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.